What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Gabriel Show. So, let me cut to the chase. You guys already know all the financial mistakes I've made. If you don't know, please look at my old videos. But to give you guys a brief overview, I became a nurse at the age of 22. And ever since then, I've been making a lot of wrong financial decisions. Cleaned up my act now. But I fell into $250,000 worth of debt, right? It took me 3 years to pay it off. Paid it off, got to zero. Then I went back into debt for $50,000. And then I had to take another year to pay it off. So listen, I've been making mistakes, right? The reason why I've been making these mistakes is because of my influences. The things that I see on Instagram, people flexing, like I fell for it. I fell for it really hard. So that's just a fair warning. Don't end up like me. I almost filed for bankruptcy. And it took me a very long time, up to 4 years, to pay off $300,000 worth of debt. But that's that, right? I'm finally consumer debt free, but now I have one more debt that's just biting me in the butt, and I just can't look at it no more. My mortgage. So I purchased my property at the age of 25 in 2020. I bought it for $150,000, and I got a really good interest rate on it, 2.99%. So now I owe about $131,000 on my mortgage, right? So let's look at it. I owe $131,822.06. Oh my gosh, guys. I make more than that, right? I'm not bragging or boasting, but thank God I do make more than that. So it's like I make more than what I owe. Like, why not just pay it off? Why hold on to a 30-year mortgage and be a slave? Just because I could invest more. Like, I get it. I did the amortization schedule. I know, like, I could make way more money investing into the stock market. But hear me out. Tomorrow's not promised. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 30 years. There has to be some type of feeling when you pay off your mortgage that you just get that is unexplainable. Mathematics can't explain it, right? So let me show you something else. So according to Zillow, my property is worth between 200,000 to 250,000, which is awesome, right? But seeing that balance there, that 131,000, that means I only have about $100,000 worth of equity in that property. I don't know, but it will be awesome to just own it free and clear. For me, that'll be like the first step into my real estate journey. And I know what Dave Ramsey's going to say. He's going to be happy to hear me change my mind. Warren Buffett's going to be like, it doesn't make sense because you can make more. But here's my point. I don't know if I'm going to get to see, 30 years from now. I don't want to celebrate in 30 years. I think it's going to be an amazing feeling to have no bills whatsoever. No car payment, no credit card payment, no student loans, and no mortgage. That's the ultimate freedom. Like, I live a very simple lifestyle. I don't need much. So why not just bust my butt, stay down, and make this sacrifice to pay it off sooner? So that's the goal. I'm going to see if I can do this within 5 years just by staying down and staying disciplined. But I wanted to keep you guys updated with my plans and what I have going on, because it's tough. I need you guys to keep me accountable. And a lot of you guys might be on the same exact journey as me. And we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. But the thing is, I don't want to pay it off and then after that say, oh, I paid it off. No, I'm going to keep you guys up to date, let you guys know how it's going, how I'm doing, and the sacrifices I'm making to make it happen, right? Because hear me out. I'm 28 years old right now. And all the sacrifices I've made so far has been so tough. Like, I sacrificed a lot of relationships, right? So when my friends were trying to hang out with me, I said, sorry, I can't. I got to go to work. Because I was in so much debt, I had to make so much sacrifices to pay that debt off, right? I made sacrifices that I just won't get that time back, unfortunately. Like, my dad, he was going to die. And I worked the week before. I did overtime. I did not know he was going to die. But he died, unfortunately, from COVID. But I worked overtime that week because I was just trying to take myself out of the situation I was in. Because being 24 years old, filing for bankruptcy, making six figures, living paycheck to paycheck is not a situation anybody wants to be in. But unfortunately, that was my situation. And although now I'm not in consumer debt, I'm still grinding like I'm broke. I'm still making these sacrifices. I'm still saying no to certain trips, right? I'm still saying no to buying the designer brands. I'm still saying no because I know these sacrifices that I make today is going to propel me into a great, beautiful tomorrow, right? So this video is really to encourage you to make these sacrifices along with me, because Instagram is going to show you somebody who is flexing, somebody who is bragging and boasting. But I want to be somebody you see on the internet who could influence you to make sacrifices in your life that will give you that true freedom. Because imagine having no bills whatsoever. You could change the job you're working at. You could change any type of scenario. If it's disrespectful, if you don't like it, you could be like, you know what? This ain't good for my peace, my mental health. Let me just take some time off. You can't do that if you have debt, right? You can't do that if you live above your means. You can't do that if you're a slave to consumerism. So I'm going to be making these videos. Hopefully I could inspire somebody, enlighten somebody, and just maybe just change your perspective. So this is the decision I decided to make. You know, let me know what you think. Am I making the wrong decision? Hear me out. I'm still investing, right? I'm still investing into my 401k. I'm still, you know, maxing out my 401k. Making sure I invest into my brokerage account. But with whatever I have left, the sacrifices I make, not going on trips, not doing certain things that everyone else is doing, I'm going to use that money and throw it on the mortgage. Why not? But that's my thoughts. I don't know if anyone else is on this journey to become financially free, but that's my goal, right? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change my family tree. If you're on that type of time, please like, share, and subscribe. And see you next week. Peace.